Welcome to the Conservation Conversation. I'm here with New Century environmental biologist Chris Shank. And today we're talking about morel mushroom hunting. Now, Chris, can you talk a little bit about what it takes for these mushrooms to kind of start popping up?
Yeah, sure. Mushrooms require three things: moisture, temperature, and habitat. And that's why we are here along the river corridor. Now, mushrooms typically grow in this type of environment. They need organic matter. They're strongly associated with trees, dead trees, which is why the river corridors are such a desirable place for morel mushroom hunters to go, because there's a lot of trees. And I will say they require a lot of precipitation, which we have had very few.
Very little,
very little rain. Temperature, they need a soil consistency of 55 degrees or better in order for them to start popping up. Typically, they start popping up around April to May, depending on weather, of course.
Very cool. Can you talk a little about morel mushroom hunting itself? Why do people do this? What is the point in hunting these mushrooms?
Thousands of people do this every year. They do it for two things: to enjoy the hunting experience and to eat them. They're desired by a lot of people. They're considered a delicacy in many countries. Chefs desire them to make food preps, and a lot of meals are used with them, and they're quite delicious.
When you talk about looking for mushrooms, what are some things you're trying to identify? We'll try and go find some here ourselves too, but what are some things you're looking for when you're trying to find these mushrooms? Because obviously not all mushrooms are great, so when you're looking for a morel mushroom, what are you kind of looking for?
Morel mushrooms, they look like a sponge almost, like very porous. They're typically yellow. There are some that are more dark than the other. Those are still fine to eat, but hopefully we'll find some to show to the viewers.
As far as when these will pop up really good, you said we're waiting for a little bit of more rain here. Is there any sign, I guess, if that does come, you guys might come out this weekend again? Is it just kind of a guessing game or just a waiting game until they kind of all pop up?
Sure. Well, they're a fungus, so they like moisture. Once we have a rain, we like to go out the very next day if the temperature's right, which today it is. It's 70s. So after a rain, if it's nice weather, we'll go out the very next day.
Talk about the best hunt you've ever had. Have you ever gone out and just pulled in like a whole mesh bag full before? Can you talk about your best experience?
Oh, pounds of them. Me and my buddies like to go out along the river, and I think in one trip we found maybe 15 pounds or so. Oh, wow. So when on the right conditions, when they pop, they really do. They really pop.
Really pop. Well, we're hoping that they're popping today, and so that we can find a couple. We're going to go out and get some more and try and see if we can find any around here today. But thank you guys for tuning in for another conservation conversation. For Chris Shank from New Century Environmental, I'm Grant Otten. We will see you guys next time.